Welcome to first episode of Commish's Couch. Sorry that the video took so long. It's been a lot going on, even just tonight. Y'all don't understand. Recorded a whole video twice and kind of acted up a little bit. So this week, we'll give y'all a long video. Recording on the camera, was recording on the Xbox, but it was acting up. So, well, it wasn't acting up, it just took too long. Next week, maybe I'll record on the Xbox, but it'll be a 5-minute clip, and that'll be it. This week, you get the camera, you get the nice good Canon, you get the long video. I might edit it up, spruce it up and stuff, put an intro to it with a beat behind it. I don't know, we'll see how my computer acting, but, like I said, longer video. What I want to get into first. I would like to thank everybody for showing up to the draft. Give yourself a round of applause. Yay. So, I think that our draft went successful. We had the Skype, FaceTime, people in, even though Paul had his shirt off when he was massaging some dude in his time or whatever. Then Jared, he was tending to his cotton farms, and DJ was chilling with his Spanish baby mama. But we still did it. We got 4 new people this year. We got Brandon, DJ, Paul, and Vel. So we got 4 rookies. Had to drop Sheila, Kevin, Kelvin, and Nia. So we dropped 4. Picked up 4. But why do we have 10? I don't know. But anyway, so welcome new people. Get a couple of things of business out of the way. Up top right there, it's a blue button. I don't care where you go. If you go to my team or you go to the front league page, you'll see a blue button up there that says pay your league dues. Okay? Please check that button. Click that button. It's blue. It's tilt. That's what we're using for everybody to pay their league dues. So I think right now Vel is the only person who's actually paid it. I don't know. I need to check it again. I'm gonna send a link out for it. I sent it to everybody's email before, but I'll send another link out for it. So make sure you check your emails, whatever email you use to sign up for the draft or whatever. Make sure you check it. What else? Make sure you check in whichever way it is, because I don't know, sometimes this thing reversed. Make sure you check in the message board. It's either on this side or this side. Down there somewhere. Checking the message board, get on there, post something or read something. Maybe something on there about you. If you're new here this year, we actually have a trophy for the person who talks the most trash or is the funniest of the week. So if you're the funniest person who posts something on the message boards, then you'll get a trophy. It's not like a physical trophy, it's like a digital trophy for your team. So don't think, I can put something on the wall, show my little bag or whatever. No, that's not what it is. Another trophy that we give out is the team of the week, and that goes to the team that scores the most points for that week. Also with that, you get to put a picture on the league page. Either it's going to be above the video or below the video. However I feel like it is, that's where it'll go. And you'll get to choose your picture. And then the last trophy that we have is Sacco of the Week. And the Sacco of the Week goes to the team who scores the least amount of points that week. So, just look forward to, collecting a couple of trophies. This year we got a lot of good players this year. Everybody checking their lineup. I mean, it's only week 2 or week 3 now. Shit, I'm behind. But everybody they seem like they on it. So maybe if we get 12 If we get 12 next year and we don't lose any players, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Maybe we might stay with 10. But if we stay with 10 and we don't lose any players, I might make next year a keeper league. We'll do a fantasy draft again. You'll draft players with a whole new team, and then whatever players you draft, it's like real life, like you keep them. That'll be you just add on to it, or you trade people in the off season, or you drop people. However just look it up. Look up keeper league, and that's probably what we'll do next year. Hopefully, maybe not. We'll see. Another thing for the new people, we do power rankings. It's kind of like how the draft report card is on the league page, except it's generated. What it is power rankings. ESPN will generate one, and I can go in and edit it myself. And the way ESPN does it is they do it like a formula where it's like team points, whether you win or lose, and they like formulate it, and then they'll pick the power rankings from that. And then sometimes I'll move it around. They'll have automatic comments. Like the draft report card, that was completely generated by ESPN. I didn't move anything. I didn't change any of their comments. They put all the comments up. But for the power rankings, I'll move stuff around myself because sometimes ESPN tends to get it wrong. So, and then I'll put in little comments or whatever, depending on how I feel. They don't leave a lot. It's not like Twitter where it's like 140 characters. I can only put like a certain amount of characters in that joint. I don't know how many exactly it is, but I know a lot of times I will write something completely hilarious, but realize I didn't have enough space. So, but we'll see how that goes. Now, get right into the scores. Since your faithful commissioner was late in putting the videos up, I am going to start with week 1. Okay, week 1 scores. Okay, well, that's what happened. I'll do week 1 scores. I go do an overview of week 1 scores. Tell you who the team of the week was. Tell you who Sacco of the week was, and I'll give out a trophy. I already know who week 1's trophy went to. And then I'll do week 2. I'll do the same thing, and then for week 3. This week that's coming up is that I'll make a prediction, and I'll pick teams that I think are going to win. Everybody, if you were here last year, you'll know. If you weren't, then that's why I'm explaining it. So I'll get right into week 1. Let's see. Okay, week 1, starting with Team Campbell versus Team Solo. It was Dennis versus Jared. Sorry, Jared. And Jared actually won that game 296.5 to 264.5. His highest scoring player was Peyton, but the highest scoring player that week was actually Matt Ryan, who Jared had on the bench. But, can't really blame him for that, because who would pick Matt Ryan over Peyton unless the matchup was just that good. Team Beasley versus Steel Curtain. Devon versus Brandon. We had Devon win 316 to Brandon's 227.5. Vaughn's top scorer was Jay Cutler with 92 points. We had the two young boys, Any Given Sunday, Paul Barnes versus Team TDE Wallace Craig. And Paul won his first game, and that was 315.5 to 252.5. Then we had the two cousins versus each other. Team Sickology 101, Travell Ray versus Fuck Affleck, myself. And Travell won that game 233 to 211. His highest scoring player was DeMarco Murray with 60. I mean, the auto drafter. ESPN's highest scoring player was DeMarco Murray 60 because they'll auto drafted. But anyway, then we had Booty Butt Cheeks Darren versus the Bayhive. Beehive. I keep saying that wrong because it's spelled like Beehive. And then I think Beyonce. No. Oh no. You know what? That does make sense because Beyonce is spelled B-E-Y and you say it B. And then okay, I see. I get it now. I get it. Okay. The Beehive, Brittany, and Brittany actually scored the highest points that week, 320.5 to 296. Her highest scoring player was Matt Stafford with a staggering 116.5 points, and she whooped DJ's motherfucking ass. That was a crazy ass game. She put up 320 on this nigga. God damn. So with that, Brittany won Team of the Week. I won Sacco. And then I'm going to give trash talking to Craig. Craig was kind of funny that week. I remember specifically, I had actually recorded a video for that week. But technical difficulties and reasons didn't allow for me to put it up. So, that was week 1. So, Brittany, she'll get a picture along with whoever won the Team of the Week for week 2. Alright, so week 2, we are going to start with the 2 meatheads, Team Solo Jared versus Any Given Sunday Paul. Jared won that game to move to 2-0, 298.5 to 248. His highest scoring player was Peyton Manning, again with another mirror performance of 82.5 points. We had Team Beehive, Brittany, versus Team Psychology 101, a.k.a. ESPN Auto Draft. We're going to have to change them rules next year. Travell Ray, he won that with 274 to Brittany's 179. His highest scoring player was, as crazy as it sounds, Cam Newton. We had Team Beasley versus, what the hell was that? Alright, y'all. This one take Drake over here, like, it's just, y'all can get the sounds and all that shit. We had Team Beasley versus Team Campbell, and Vaughn won to go to 2-0. He won 305.5 to Dennis's 221. Vaughn's highest score was Jay Cutler with 80.5 points on some BS ass 3 touchdown shit. Fucking Brandon Marshall. Then we have Team TBE Wallace versus Booty Butt Cheeks. And DJ won that game to pull the 1-1. 219 to Craig's 141.5. Now Craig is 0-2. DJ's highest score that game was Drew Brees with 68 points. And last but not least, we had our Team of the Week player, Brandon, versus your Commish himself, Fuck Affleck. And that score was 329 to 311. So, his highest scoring player was Giovanni Bernard, and with 71 points. And fuck that game, because if anybody be like, oh, what's going on with you, Commish? Oh, what's going on, Ray? Why you losing? You 0-2 shit now. First off, I get waiver wire position for losing. You know, if I was going to lose, I'd rather lose these 2 weeks. Second, I scored 311 points. He was the only person who could have beat me this week. Fuck y'all. So, the Team of the Week last week will be Brandon with 329 points. And the Sacco this week, even though we had 2 teams score under 200 points, is Craig Wallace with 141.5. That is fucking horrible. Do something, nigga. Stop picking up kickers. Anyway, so the trash talker of the week goes to Paul for his picture of Jared Vaughn and the dog. That shit was funny, nigga. Like, that shit was funny as shit. So there you have it for our week 1, week 2 recaps. Now your commish will try to predict the future with my week 3 picks. Alright? And this is, as Vaughn so called it, and you know what, I would have to agree, rivalry week. And I call it rivalry week because everybody, you can put a title to each game this week. I'll go down the list. I'll give each game a title, try to keep it funny, and, you know, well, I'll give you my pick. So, the first game is Team Beasley versus Paul Barnes. And that rivalry will be called the darkness versus the light. Okay? I'm going to have to go with Vaughn on this one. I think Vaughn's going to win this game. ESPN actually agrees with me. They have Vaughn projected to win 324. I don't know if Paul set his lineup or not. 324, even without Adrian Peterson, to Paul's 271. Vaughn's team is actually looking pretty strong this year. Also, he had an easy schedule. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what's going to turn out because a couple of teams, I think the team last year who started out 3-0, did they even go to the playoffs? Not sure. Then we have Booty Butt Cheeks versus Team Soul Glow. That's DJ versus Jared. That's the battle of Vaughn's roommates. The battle for Vaughn's Booty Butt Cheeks. I'm actually going to go with DJ's team. I'm going to go with DJ's team this week. I actually think DJ might be able to pull it off. This is going to be my sleeper pick of the week. ESPN actually even disagrees with me. 282 for DJ and 295 for Jared. But I think DJ can actually pull it off. That's just me. Then we have the Battle of the Besties. And also, or AKA the Battle of how the fuck are y'all fans of these two teams? We have Dennis, Team Cam. Alright, y'all, technical difficulties. Fucking Barry went dead. I think it's a conspiracy theory going on. Somebody don't want me to record this video. Not you. Maybe. I don't know. So I was on Dennis and Brandon. Okay. Dennis and Brandon. I was saying Dennis. And I was laughing because I was like, dude, I'm not picking Dennis. Okay. Well, picking Brandon. I think Brandon's going to win. ESPN agrees with me. The reason that is because I think Dennis's quarterback situation is iffy. Brandon's quarterback situation ain't the greatest in the world, but Dennis's, like, Romo, like, come on, nigga. Like, that nigga just fucking up this year. Well, so far. It's only week 2. It's only week 2. But ESPN has so far projected. They have Brandon winning 324 to Dennis's 263. Okay. Then we have Team Psychology 101, Travell versus Team TBE Wallace, Craig. I'm going to call this the Battle of... The Battle of Ray's mentees. Or the Battle of Ray's Little Brother Club. Or the battle for... I don't know. Young niggas. The battle for the rookie, because forever, Craig he still played like a rookie. Like he played, last year was his first year, but he still act like he ain't learning shit. And this is really Vale's first year. So I'm going to call it the battle of the rookies. I got Vale winning. ESPN has Vale winning by a small margin, 251 to Craig's 249. I got Vale winning because you can't beat that auto draft. Like, ESPN drafted that nigga Vale an awesome team so far this year. He's 2-0. I see him going 3-0. And plus, Craig might possibly have the worst team this year, even though he could actually have a better team. He's doing the same thing he did last year, to where, like, he was making dumbass free agency pickups. He wasn't recognizing the weaknesses in his team. He wasn't initiating proper trades. You gotta give up. Sometimes you gotta give things up to gain. It's crazy at that sound. And the last matchup, you got you got the battle of the lovers, and that's me, fuck Affleck, Ray Manning, your Commish, versus the Beehive, Brittany, my wife, low key vice Commish. I'm gonna go with myself because actually, I'm gonna be honest. Last night I said it, this morning I said it. I got my team losing. We got a lot of injuries on my squad. If you didn't hear that, that was the door slamming. Because I did have an audience here, but I guess because I said I was going to beat that audience, they decided to get up and walk in the room and close the door. Hopefully I can get in because I'm kind of sleepy. But yeah, Brittany gonna win. She got West back. Fuck. And my team is just injury prone. Fucking Marshawn's having back spasms. Doug Martin, I don't know if he's coming back. I mean, they say they expect him to come back this week, but is he gonna be 100%? I don't know. Roddy's having freaking hamstring problems and on top of knee problems. And then, freaking RG is out, but wasn't going to play him anyway. And then, who else was there? Oh, Larry Fitzgerald. I might play Larry, I don't know. But with him, Carson Palmer's out. But the dude forgot what the backup quarterback's name, he's actually targeting Larry Fitzgerald. So we'll see. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how this week goes. Before I sign off, I would like to say everybody check the trading block. Even if you don't want to make a trade, or you never know, just check it out. You could put things on there. I like the way they kind of set it up this year. You could put people on there that you want to get rid of. You could put people on there that you absolutely cannot. Even if you don't want to initiate a trade, it's always nice to look at it. So check out the trade block. Set things up. You could put up your team needs. You could put up a tight end. You don't even have to put anybody on the trading block. It's not like, oh well, you're automatically on. This is the person that you're automatically trading. No, you just set up okay, I want a tight end. Put something on the trade block. Maybe you got 5 quarterbacks, and you don't actually just want to drop them to the waiver wire. You want to see if you can get something, equal, lesser, or maybe even greater value for them. Maybe you got a weakness on your team somewhere. Maybe you just need to fill some rosters out, and you don't want to do it in free agency. You actually want to, see if you can make a trade. I would check it out. Other than that, that's all I got. We're going to get better. We're going to get better each week. Alright? I'd love to sit here and just chat it up with y'all all night, but my people need me.